welcome. Tell me your name.
I'm Irene Soulsby.
And where do you live, Irene?
I live in Newcastle upon Tyne.
And Irene, tell me about your experience of living with pain.
It's very exhausting.
And what sort of pain do you have?
I've got something called Post Herpetic Neuralgia, or PHN, which is nerve damage from shingles.
Okay, when did you have shingles?
In August 2020.
So you've lived with this pain for a couple of years, several years, 4 years even.
Yes, 3 years almost.
Wow. And what is the pain like?
When I first got shingles, I would say that the pain was unbearable. I felt like I was rolling in glass. Sometimes I had a javelin stuck in my back. Other days I felt like I had lots of daggers in me. The worst was having something like alien inside and feeling the claws going down me.
Wow. What do you do at Alleviate?
Well, I found out about Alleviate and I'm part of the patient and public member group.
And what do you hope Alleviate will do?
We all have different types of pain and they affect us enormously, I would say. And, from my point of view, I would just like to see research speed it up a lot more and, being able to contribute, because pain is just such a short word, but it covers such an enormous amount of emotions, I would guess.
That's lovely. I like that. That's a very nice way of putting it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very nice way of putting something that's not very nice at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel as if we have a lot to contribute.
Yeah. And what's your highlight so far of being involved with Alleviate?
Oh, I really, well, apart from learning about pain and what's going on, I just think it would just be such a fantastic resource. And it's just that meeting people who have pain and would understand what you're going through. It's, when pain is constant, it's very difficult to cope with some days.
So would you say that Alleviate's giving you some hope?
Oh, definitely. Yes, yes. I think it would raise the profile of pain to research and hopefully garner some interest from researchers into what might be something to focus on.
That's great. Tell me about how you cope with your pain.
I like to have a really hot bath every day. I think that's great, just some relaxation for a change, and it sort of takes your mind off things. The funny thing is, I have had 2 days in 3 years without any pain. So I just wonder what's been the cause of that, or why is it been different? I think as well, I did the Dr. Google thing, unfortunately, to find out how long I would have pain. And I think normally it would be gone in a few weeks and then a few months. And then it looks as if it's more complicated. And I don't know if people just think you're well after that. Long-term pain is a difficult thing.
Tell me about other people's and you and pain. What happens?
In the group, I just like to hear, what they're going through, and I think we're all very empathic. We understand each other. So I think that's been fantastic. I think it's been a fantastic support for me personally, and just what we do to raise the profile of Alleviate and pain generally. I like to know if there are any conferences to see what's going on there.
And tell me about other people in the world. How do they relate to your pain? What are they supportive, or how does that work?
It's a difficult thing. I think with most things, people just think, "Oh, you're all right again," but they don't expect that you're having a long-term illness, and perhaps the understanding or the empathy is gone. I'm lucky in a way that I don't work, because I think it would have really affected my work life.
Mm, but it sounds like it's affected your life anyway.
Yes, yeah. Um, I used to be full of energy, and now it's just difficult to get motivated. I'll say that. You
Mm.
have to seize the moment.
And what about, does your pain stop you doing things that you want to do?
It does. I think it's just the motivation that's gone, and I just have to fight it all the time. So I'm still hopeful that things will be different in the future.
Mm,
So I'll never give up hope. I'll say that, and I just want to give other people hope, because when you look at chat rooms, there's a lot of people in the world going through pain. I
mm.
don't know what the percentage is, and we just want to live a pain-free life. Is that a lot to ask for?
I think we'll end it there.
Right?
Perfect.